What is a hazard? Anything that can cause damage is called hazard. For example, acid in a bottle is a hazard, that can cause damages, like skin burns. What is a risk? Risk is the damage caused by a hazard. To calculate risk we multiply two factors. 1. Likelihood or chance of injury. 2. Severity of injury. Example. 3 multiplied by 2 equals 6. What is safety? Absence of hazard is called safety. What is health? Absence of disease is called healthy. What is a safe place? A place with zero accident is called safe place. What is an accident? An unplanned and unwanted event that results in injury or equipment loss is accident. What is a near miss or incident? Any unplanned and unwanted event that does not result in injury or equipment loss but has the potential to do so is called near miss. What is HSE? H stands for health. S stands for safety. E stands for environment. What are duties of safety inspector? Or HSE objectives? 1. To protect himself. 2. To protect other workers. 3. To create environment with zero injury. 4. To maintain and create safety culture. 5. To maintain legal compliance with government law. What type of workers are there in factories that safety inspector has to protect? 1. Clients' workers. 2. Contractors' workers. 3. Subcontractors' workers. 4. Passer-buyers, who makes standards of safety. OSHA. O equals occupational. S equals safety. H equals health. A equals administrant. What are hazard identification techniques? 1. Inspection. 2. Task analysis. Inspection is done without keeping the task and operation in mind. It involves ordinary checking of machinery and objects. For example, checking a ladder if there is any oil or dust. Task analysis. It involves identification of hazards by keeping steps of operation in mind. Sometimes task is performed to identify hazards. The task analysis is done through SREDIM. S equals select task. I equals record the task. E equals evaluate hazard at each step. D equals develop safe working method at each step. I equals implementation of safe working methods. M equals monitoring. 3 other hazard identification techniques are checking past accident records, checking legal requirements by authorities and checking manufacturer's set datasheet, also called as MSDS. Risk evaluation. 1. Qualitative risk evaluation. Risk is evaluated in alphabets. Its scale is low, low to medium, medium to high, high. 2. Semi-quantitative risk evaluation involves both digits and alphabets. See and read this picture to understand this. What is meant by SSW? SSW is Safe System of Work. For example, SSW of welding work should be like this. 1. Transfer welding equipments from store to workplace in a carriage or cart. 2. Switch off the button before plugging shoe in socket. 3. Wear welding gloves during work. 4. Open the doors and windows of workplace. 5. Wear welding goggles and face protection. 6. Do not fold pants. 7. Do not fold sleeves. 8. Switch off button before unplug. 9. Transfer the equipment to store in a carriage or cart. What are lone workers? A group of workers less than 5 are called lone workers. What are PPEs? PPEs are personal protective equipments. These are clothing held or worn by workers to protect them from hazards and risks. Common PPEs are safety shoes, hard hat, respiratory mask, safety rope or belt. PPEs are of two types. 1. Mandatory. 2. Task-specific. What is a toolbox talk? A verbal session held by safety worker before the start of shift. Usually it is very short. What is PTW? A document that identifies hazards, provides solutions and inform concerned people before, during and after high-risk activity. See the picture of a PTW here. Risk assessment is a formalized process of identifying hazards, risks, people at risks and control measures. It is in written form. Here is its format. What are different types of control measures? Control measures can be 1. Elimination or complete removal of hazard. 2. Substitution. It means to replace hazard with a low-risk hazard. 3. Engineering controls such as enclosure of hazard inside a casing or separation of hazardous place with a physical boundary or with an imaginary boundary such as painting lines that is called segregation. What is a confined space? A space that has a limited or small entry or exit is called confined space. Tunnel is an example of confined space. What is excavation? The process of digging ground to create underground space is called excavation. Some of the hazards in confined spaces are 1. High temperature. 2. Water. 3. Reptiles. 4. Gases. 5. Darkness. Accident investigation steps. 1. Collect factual information such as time, date, photos, interviews of witness and victim and company documents. 2. Find reason and point out the responsible. 3. Remedial action plan. 4. Implementation. Common machine guards. 1. Fixed guards such as iron box covering a machine. 2. Adjustable guards such as movable iron casing on a knife blade. 3. Interlocking guards in which power source is turned off when guard is open. Types of waste. 1. Domestic waste that consists of kitchen waste and residual waste. 2. Commercial waste that consists of hospital waste and industrial waste. What is rigging? The process of boring to explore underground hydrocarbons such as petrol is called rigging. Fire safety. 1. Fire happens because of 3 elements. These are oxygen, heat and fuel. 2. If all 3 elements are kept apart, fire does not happen. It is called fire prevention. 3. If one of the elements necessary for fire are removed during fire, it is called firefighting. 4. There are 5 types of fire. A-class fire whose fuel is solid material. B-class fire whose fuel is liquid. C-class fire whose fuel is gas. D-class fire whose fuel is metal. F-class fire whose fuel is fats. There is also E-class whose fuel is electric spark. Risks of fire are eyes injury, skin burns, dehydration, communication loss and building collapse. Here is a list of fire extinguishers used for each type. Fire extinguisher operation consists of 1. Pull the pin. 2. Aim at base of fire. 3. Squeeze handle. 4. Sweep sideways the pipe.